that I get from my family and friends when I first went vegan was, what about the eggs from your own chickens? So this is Louise. She is an ex-battery chicken. Hoo-Ha rescued her and we adopted her from Hoo-Ha. We have two others here, so they're about to flock on over and try to save her. Hey, no. Thank you. So the short answer to that question is no. No, I don't. And the reason for that, well, there's a few reasons really. The most important reason is that their eggs are not for me. These chickens do not lay their eggs so that I can eat them. They don't know that they're tasty on my breakfast and that I want them as part of my food. They lay their eggs because they want to build a nest and they want to have babies. And so for me to take those eggs, that's not my right. That's really the most important part of it. But there's other reasons as well. It takes a lot out of a hen to lay an egg. I've watched one of my hens lay an egg and she had to go through basically a labour. I mean, she was in there for half an hour pushing and having contractions until her eggs came out. When they have a full nest, they'll stop laying eggs. So if I keep taking the eggs from them, they'll keep laying. One of the other reasons that I don't eat their eggs is, of course, health. It's actually a law that egg companies can't use health as a reason that people should have eggs in their diet. They're one of the foods that are the highest in cholesterol. They really don't have much benefit other than a high source of protein, and as we know by now, we actually have too much protein in our diet already. Another reason not to eat the eggs is actually a chicken will end up eating their own eggs, and it's a great source of calcium for them. Sometimes they need a little coaxing in the right direction. If you give the egg a little tap, crack the shell, they'll get the smell, they'll get the picture that that's food, they want to eat it. And it's really, really beneficial for them to do so. Of course, another reason is the fact that it's kind of gross. I mean, I'd like to know who saw that round ball pop out of a hen's ass and decided it was a good idea to eat it. And I don't want to be crude and make anyone feel disgusting about eating something that we've been accustomed to eating for a long time, but it is kind of gross when you think about it. It is a chicken's ovulation. Hello. And it's not for us. Since going vegan, since making that connection, it's not something that I want to be doing. Now, in saying that, my partner still eats the eggs. We make sure that we leave a good amount in their nests. Our birds are completely free range, so they have a shelter to provide them with a good nesting area and a good roosting perch, but they don't even have to use it if they don't want. They pretty much sleep all over the garden and climb all over the garden and just live wherever they feel like they want to. We have quite a big section, but they can also actually jump the fence or get through the fence, so they tend to do that sometimes, but they always come back. We've had these birds for over a year now, and when we first got them, it was really, really devastating to see the condition that they were in. They didn't like the grass, so when I let them out of their coop, they would run onto the concrete and just stay there all day because they didn't like the feel of the grass on their feet. We had to teach them how to eat scraps because they didn't know how to pick for their, how to pull their food apart like that, as they'd always been fed grain on a conveyor belt. Please don't nip me. And of course they were bald and had their beaks nipped. So those were things that I had known happened in the egg industry but didn't really give a proper thought about until I brought these birds home. And of course now they're fully feathered and fat and happy, so that's really a warming feeling. I really do encourage people to adopt battery hens. Just like cats and dogs, if you want a pet, go to a shelter every time. If anyone wants advice on adopting a chicken from Hoo-Ha in New Zealand, leave a comment down below and I'll be happy to help there too. I'll leave you with some videos of my 3 girls roaming around the garden today. See ya. So here you can see that the birds have 2 full nests at the moment. Obviously these are not nesting boxes, they've decided not to use those this time, but we'll leave those eggs there so that they feel confident that they don't have to wear themselves out laying too many more.